Learn Persian with Chai and Conversation. Nizami's A Few Words on Love, an excerpt from the romance of Khosrow and Shirin, Part 3. Salam به همگی. Hello and welcome to part 3 of our discussion on this excerpt from the romance of Khosrow and Shirin by Nizami. So, like I said in the last episode, the story of these two lovers is quite convoluted and twisted. I hope you've had a chance to check it out. I'm excited to learn more in the future about how this excerpt fits into the context of the full story, but for now, we're just looking at this one piece and analyzing it as its own selection, which is quite meaningful in its own way. So before we get started, let's listen to my Khale Farnaz recite the first 4 lines of the poem. You should be able to understand the first 2 as we covered them in last week's lesson.
مرا کز عشق به ناید شعاری مبادا تازیم جز عشق کاری فلک جز عشق محرابی ندارد جهان بی خاک عشق آبی ندارد غلام عشق شو کاندیشه این است همه صاحب دلان را پیشه این است جهان عشق است و دیگر زرق سازی همه بازی است الا عشق بازی.
All right, wonderful. So now the first line we'll be going over.
غلام عشق شو کاندیشه این است همه صاحب دلان را پیشه این است.
Okay, so first, غلام عشق شو. The word غلام means slave. So غلام عشق means a slave of love. Remember when we have that sound between 2 words, it connects them together. So غلام عشق, the slave of love. So the stands in for the of. Let's repeat. غلام and then غلام عشق and then شو. So شو is actually a shortened version of the word بشو, which means become in command form. So become, you become, is بشو. And actually, opposite of what you might assume, when you shorten it like that, it actually becomes more poetic. شو. So غلام عشق شو means become the slave of love. غلام عشق شو. And then که اندیشه این است. Okay, so که اندیشه is actually a combination of the words که and اندیشه. که means that or for, که. And اندیشه means thought, اندیشه. And این means this, این. And finally, است means is, asked. So که اندیشه این است means for thought is this. که اندیشه این است. So the full thing together is غلام عشق شو که اندیشه این است. Become the slave of love, for wisdom lies in this. غلام عشق شو که اندیشه این است. So as Sapa translated it, tend wholly to love, for wisdom lies in this. Meaning, this is the wise way to think. This is the right thought, to become a slave to love. So I want to point out how clear this is. Nizami is giving a command here. Become a slave to love. It's as simple as that. غلام عشق شو. Because this is the right way to think. This is what thought is. که اندیشه این است. And then he says, همه صاحب دلان را پیش این است. So first, the word همه simply means all or every. همه. And sahib dilan is such a beautiful concept. Sahib is owner, sahib. And dil is the word for heart, dil. And together, sahib dilan means those with a heart, those who possess a heart. By adding the on, we make it plural, meaning we are talking about a group of people, those people that possess a heart, sahib dilan. Perfect. So hame sahib dilan, all those who possess a heart. Hame sahib dilan. And this actually means those who are enlightened. Hame sahib dilan. And then ra pishe in ast. So pishe means profession. Pishe. And it's more than just work. It's like a very serious life's work. Again, profession. Pishe. And we heard in the last line too. Inast. This is. Inast. So ra pishe inast. In this case, the ra has a classical use just like we heard in the last lesson. It's a possessive word that makes the phrase something along the lines of, to all the enlightened ones, the work is this. So let's repeat that again. Hamme sahib dilan ra pishe in ast. All right, and now one of my absolute favorite lines of the whole selection that Sapa called the Shah Bait, or the King's Line. Let's hear it again, read by my Khalif Arnaz.
جهان عشق است و دیگر زرق سازی همه بازی است الا عشق بازی.
All right, so first, Jahan ishq ast. So we've heard Jahan a couple times before. It means world. Jahan. And you should know what ishq ast means at this point. Ishq is love, ishq. And ast is ast. So the world love is, meaning the world is love. Jahan ishq ast. And then o digar zarq sazi. O means and. O. Digar means other. Digar. And zarq sazi means embellishment. Zarq sazi. In modern Persian, we say the word zarq when we want to say gaudy or shiny. Zarq o barq. For example, when we're describing something like gaudy jewelry or a shiny new car, just shiny new embellished things. So zarq sazi. So he's saying Jahan ishq ast o digar zarq sazi, meaning the world is love and anything else is just embellishment. It's just extra. Jahan ishq ast o digar zarq sazi. And next, hame bazist ela ishq bazi. Okay, let's break down this amazing play on words. So bazi is the word for play. Bazi. And bazist is a combination of bazi ast, meaning is play. Bazist. So again, hame means all. Hame. Hame bazist. All is play. Hame bazist. And then ela ishq bazi. Oh, this is so good. It gives me chills. So ela means other than that, besides. Ela and ishq bazi means something along the lines of the game of love, love play. We don't really have an equivalent in English, but it translates to something along the lines of romance. In Persian, we call romance ishq bazi. Like being in love, romancing someone, infatuation, making love, all is included in this one phrase, eshgh. In fact, this is how it's defined in the dictionary, lovemaking. eshgh. So literally it's love play. So as you can see, it's a kind of serious word, even though it has the word play, bazi, in it. eshgh. So hame bazist الا عشق بازی, meaning it's all play, it's all a game, save for the game of love. I absolutely love this line so much. Let's repeat it together. همه بازی است الا عشق بازی. Okay, wonderful. Now let's repeat these two lines together bit by bit. غلام عشق شو که اندیشه این است. همه صاحب دلان را پیشه این است. جهان عشق است و دیگر زرق سازی. همه بازی است الا عشق بازی. Okay, wonderful. And now let's listen to my Khalifarnas recite the entire selection of what we've learned today.
غلام عشق شو کاندیشه این است. همه صاحب دلان را پیشه این است. جهان عشق است و دیگر زرق سازی. همه بازی است الا عشق بازی.
Perfect. And hopefully you understood all the words at this point. So far, the poem has such a nice cast of words and phrases that are repeated, and hopefully this is helping you both to understand and to follow along with it. The word ishq keeps coming up, as does the word jahan and a host of others. And that's it for this week's lesson on a few words of love. We'll be back next week with the next two lines. And for now, Khuda Hafiz from Layla.